Hello, future Mountaineers. My name is Brandon Kania, and I am a 2014 graduate of Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, and I currently work as a nuclear engineer for NAVSEA in Virginia Beach, Virginia. The first question you're probably wondering is, what does a nuclear engineer do? So, for me, my job more specifically is a refueling engineer, where I work on the reactor head of our nation's nuclear submarines. As a refueling engineer, our primary responsibility is to do refuelings and defuelings. Refuelings being putting new nuclear fuel into the reactors, and defuelings removing fuel from those reactors, as well as various other tasks working on the reactor head. My normal day, I do some project planning as well. I also do oversight for my crew, making sure they're doing work critically correct to the nation's assets, as well as making sure that if there's any deck plate issues, I can solve them there. What I think WVU gave me is a critical tool set to be able to do things like this. Between all the classes I took, like fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, you name it, WVU gave me the skill set I need to be able to perform work for our nation. And along with that, they also gave me interpersonal skills, where I learned how to communicate technical ideas fluently and efficiently to make sure my work is done and communicated properly to my mechanics. The biggest thing, though, I think WVU gave me was just my education in general. I couldn't have seen a better place to get my education. I visited many colleges prior to visiting West Virginia, and there was just something special about it. I think WVU is a large school with a small school feel, and it's crazy. You walk the campus and you sit there, and it's vast. You've got Evansdale, you've got downtown, you've got the hospital campus. But when you're doing your engineering classes, it just feels very personal. I believe my biggest class outside of gen eds, which of course you're going to have about 100, if not a few more to them, where you're going to have more students. But when you come down to your engineering classes, you're looking at about 30 students, and it really does feel like the professor knows you one-on-one, and you really learn what they expect of you, and they expect certain things of you too. And it's kind of nice when you take an exam and a professor can sit there and be like, okay, you did really well during the week on this, but whatever reason, this exam you didn't do so hot. Like, what happened? And they communicate with you, and I think that's key. Whereas some colleges, you just felt like a number from what I got from their tours. As you're looking at WVU, obviously, take a deep breath. I know the search for college is huge. It can be rough, and it's stressful at times. But when looking at WVU, think, is this place for me? And I personally felt that myself. And as you're making this tough choice, you're probably gonna sit here, hit some hurdles in that, but the College of Engineering is there for you to answer your questions. And kind of to leave you on a note, you're gonna probably hear this many more times, but let's go Mountaineers.